Welcome to the Happy Humanoid's Perspective, where your beliefs are challenged, thoughts provoked, and where you may find your happy place whether you like it or not.
And here are your hosts, Edith and Miles. Woohoo!
Woo! Welcome
Hello,
everyone to our show. My name is Miles Keever, and I'm an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator. And I'm joined here with my lovely wife and co-host and
Yes, Edith Ball, and Certified Access Consciousness Facilitator as well. Welcome to our show, 55th show
55.
tonight.
55.
Yeah, creating ease within the world of struggle.
Yeah, struggle.
Yeah.
Life is struggle.
Yeah, well, in this reality, your struggle seems like to be the fashion. Seems to be like the way that people live their life. It's about trying to struggle less, and it seems like it's to try to come out of struggle instead of choosing, hey, what if there's something more than just struggling?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like struggle isn't struggling is not having ease necessarily. It's like ease is something that you choose, or something that we choose. If someone is not struggling, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're at ease with their life. Ease is something that is, it's like a completely, well, not completely different, but it's not struggling. It's just something that we choose to have in our life. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we struggling right now?
I don't think so. I'm just, I guess, more relaxed.
Yeah, we're very relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking it's interesting when we choose the subject, the topic of our podcast. Sometimes a few or 2 or 3 days before our show. And I woke up this morning and I totally forgot what was the topic of our podcast. And I woke up with this idea. I will leave in November for 1 month to Europe, to France. And when I think about it, when I let myself be in my thought, there's struggle. There is like a lot of question, where unknown. And this morning was like, I had this awareness of, is it possible that there's a way where it can be ease? And I perceive in the energy that there is. Ease is always possible for all of us. It's always accessible.
Yeah.
So, and it's about, I realized this morning, wow. But the thing is, when we follow our thought, when we trust our thought, when we believe in our thought, instead of asking questions, something different, we don't have access to something else other than our thoughts, feeling, and emotion. So, and from that space that I perceive this ease, well, it will require me to make different choices. It will require me to take action. It will require me to probably take different action, to take action that will come out of my comfort zone, for me to honor this ease, for me to choose this ease. Because, sometimes there is this kind of thinking that people think that, life is easy. It will come to me and I will just have to be in it. I don't think, it's not the way it is in my world right now.
Yeah.
It's about choosing. It's about choosing, asking questions, follow the awareness of everything, and choosing sometimes what is uncomfortable at the moment. It's about being uncomfortable for a certain time, or to ask questions to, hey, what will it take for me to have ease in this discomfort? I can do that too, and it's done. Sometimes it requires more. But there is this idea that in this reality, to stop struggle is about doing nothing. There is that too,
Yeah.
a part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so everywhere you desire to stop struggle, instead of choosing ease or greatness, yeah, that will create so much more for you. Well, you know, and create and destroy it all times a godzillion.
Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket, online, shorts, boys and beyonds. It's interesting that you brought that up about something being easy, because as we know that ease and easy are not the same thing. This is something that's easy. It's like an easy way that doesn't have really anything to do with ease. Just because I'm choosing ease does not necessarily it's going to be easy. You know, it's just like something can be, I would say, something that I'm not accustomed to, or maybe that I'm not. If something's easy, it's like, well, this is something. If I choose this, this will be easy for me, and it's not necessarily what's going to create the life that I desire. Choosing ease is. I was looking around and thinking about different. Oh, you're jumping all over the place. When I was thinking about ease today, I was thinking about what's like the thing that would kind of sum it up for me. And I saw this thing about, had a double voice.
You have a double voice?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hear you. I don't have any sound.
You don't hear me?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so I will stay here. Do you have two sound?
Yeah, it's still about double sound. Yeah. Close the door if you will.
Yeah, but I won't hear you. That's the thing. I don't hear you at all.
What's the... No sound at all?
I don't hear you. No. Here, do you hear two sounds? Because I can stay here.
Yeah, you're still echoing a little bit, but that's okay.
And how about here?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't hear you, Miles.
Okay.
Okay, I will leave my computer here and join you.
Okay. Bring a chair.
Okay.
You have a chair? You
I
go,
will.
you go sit on my chair?
Oh yeah, let's
Okay.
share
All right.
the same chair.
All right. Oh, that could be fun.
Are you okay?
Yeah, good. Come on, slide up a little bit.
Where?
How's that?
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So Ken,
So where were you?
how's your... I need to plug you in somewhere.
Or we can share the same?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so where were you?
Where was I?
What were you saying?
Yeah, what I wanted to say was like ease. I was thinking about what ease is, and it's like this taking everything that you have the capacity of and being willing to expand that. It's so like if I'm doing that, when I'm doing something that may seem less than easy, if I'm in that space of creating my life from the capacities that I acknowledge that I have and being willing to expand that, then everything that I do is going to be from a different perspective. It's not going to be sort of goal-oriented. It'll be more like it'll just be everything's okay. If there's blocks in the way, then it's an easier path because I am allowing myself to step into really what's true for me. And the struggle comes when we're not doing what we truly desire to do. Because I can think of times when I've struggled in my life, and it's the time when I'm not choosing for me, when I'm not creating my life that I desire. It's more about holding on to something that I believe that I should be, or not aligning or not really honoring who I truly be. So everywhere that we are ignoring the capacities that we have and are not willing to expend it out to have what we truly desire and keep in the space of struggle, we please destroy and uncreate all of that times Godzillion.
Mm-hmm. Right and wrong, good, bad, pot, talk, all nine shorts, balls, and beyonds. And there is this, I was thinking about this idea. okay, what is it? What makes people struggle?
Mm.
And there is this, in which universe are you holding yourself into?
Mm-hmm.
When you're in relationship with something, in which universe are you? Is it about, are you in the space of struggling with yourself?
Mm.
Right there, right there. So, and you try from that space to choose. So, and usually when we are in that space of struggling, there's a lot of contraction.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of contraction, and it's heavy. There's heaviness too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what if it's about, uncreate and destroy all that? So all this heaviness and this contraction that you're in right now, first, is it yours?
Right.
Yeah. Will you return all that to sender with consciousness attached?
Mm-hmm. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket on shorts, boys and beyonds.
And will you destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion?
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket on shorts, boys and beyonds. I just realized that I had probably just created this scenario of you coming to sit in here, because just before you came in here, I was thinking, what would it be like if we did the show together and just sat on the same chair? And, I mean,
For real?
For real. I was just thinking about Gary and Dane, how when they do the thing, they sit at the same couch or something.
Uh-huh.
I just happened to get a glimpse of like, I wonder what that would be like. Why is it that we are in separate rooms when we do the podcast? I just, I wonder why we do that. And then here you are. So hello.
Hello, great creator that you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's been the 55th, so it's about 40 something, 40, more than 40 that we do with this system, and
It's always seems to work, but I guess it's working differently this time.
Yeah, and let's bring this. We are the creator of our life, and the thought that you will keep yourself into will create your universe, will create your life. So what are you thinking about? What is it? Where are your thoughts? What do you focus on? This is something that it's very I think it's important to become aware of. Where are you when you walk on the street, when you drive your car, when you get up in the morning? In what kind of energy are you? First, is it yours? Because it's so easy for us to be aware of the energy around. So is it yours? And it's about returning to sender, all of that. And the thing is, when we struggle sometimes, it's because we have all these capacities to be aware. We are so aware, and when we're not aware of our capacity, it becomes a disability.
Right.
We have this ability to I'm going to say it again, to be aware of everything around us.
Yeah.
And what is around us, it's at the energetic level. When we say that we are aware of things, it's at the energetic level. And because we feel it, we believe it's ours. Because it's there in our presence, in our energy, we believe it's ours, but it's not. So that's why it's important to ask the question, is it mine?
Yeah.
Who does it belong to? Is it mine, or am I perceiving the energy of something that is outside of me, that is outside of my life, or that is often I perceive the energy of one of our neighbor here, and I really I'm totally, and one of the thing is I'm fine, and 30 seconds, 15 seconds after that, I'm totally in another energy.
Yeah.
So if I don't ask the question, I believe it's mine. But if I think about, hey, who does it belong to? So so one of this thing, when we're not aware of that, of our capacities of being aware, can create so much struggle in our life.
Yeah, we try to cut off that awareness about where it's coming from, what we're not acknowledging. It's usually all around us, and we're thinking that it's ours, and that we have that awareness, but it seems like we're trying to place that awareness on making ourselves wrong about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everywhere you believe that, or if you are, how do you know if you are? It's not so much comfortable here.
Okay.
I'm okay. That's okay. Next time
that?
we'll do it differently.
How's that?
Okay, a little bit more. How is it for you?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, one other thing, if you don't know, okay, am I aware of what? Just think about when you go in a public place where there are a lot of people. Are you at ease, or do you come out like of a superstore and there are a lot of people? When you come out, are you tired? Are you like drained? So if it is, it's because you're aware of all the energies that are there. Or if you're in a crowd and you come out and you come home and you are so, well, what if it's not a weakness? What if it's a capacity that you have? But when we don't know it, we think it's a weakness. And we struggle because we try to find a way to come out of that. But since the beginning, it's not yours. So what would it take for you to stop judging you and allow your capacity? What if we say in Access often, what if what you consider as a weakness is a strongness? And everything that doesn't allow you this, will you create and destroy it all times a godzillion?
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pot, combination, shorts, boys and beyonds. It seems like that how much of the struggle are we doing to prove that we're wrong, or that it's wrong to have ease in our life. It's wrong to be at ease with what we're choosing. And how much of this struggle that we create in our life is kind of the mode of operation that's like our platform of living, that we don't know any better. We don't think that we know any better. That's just the way that life is. Life is a struggle, whatever that we bought into. And what would it take to allow yourselves to acknowledge the birthright, I guess I could say, of having the ease in your life and acknowledging what it is that you desire? Because I think, again, like the places where I struggle, I could say this probably just looking back over the last few years, it's where I'm not choosing for me. It's where I'm not allowing myself to do what I know that's going to light me up, when I'm not allowing myself to follow my dreams and listening to all the points of view that I have or other people have or this reality has about how this can't be possible, or you should find something more practical and go that route. So everywhere that you're using struggle as a way to deny, reject, and refuse your capacities and your greatness that this world, this reality could truly use, will you destroy and uncreate all of that times a godzillion?
Yes, right and wrong, and bad, pot, pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And your dream, if you have your dream, are you waiting to be a certain way to do it, or to take action to be there? What if your dreams, this is by taking action towards your dream that you will become, that you will discover your strength. I know that when I began to choose what I desired to do without totally not knowing, and I was totally ignoring what I would create, what is in front of me. But I chose it anyway because, hey, I had a choice to go back in some kind of job where I was not happy, or I was going and jumping outside of the nest and let's go. Let's go and ask questions. And this is what I did. I said, okay, I have access tools. Let's do it. And I asked my question. I had my set of questions in the morning, asking to the universe. I had my set of questions at night. So uncomfortable for me to be in that space. And at the same time, I desired to create my life. I desired to come out of struggle because I was in a great job. A job that had a great income.
Great plan and
Yeah,
pension
great
and all that
plan,
stuff.
pension and all that. I was
Mhm.
so unhappy.
Mhm.
I was so stressed, and I was becoming sick by staying there. So for me, it was like, okay, I have to do something else, and I asked guidance to the universe. I asked questions to the universe, and I received guidance, and I followed that, which was and that's the thing. When we want to come out of struggle, it's about doing something that we have not done before.
Yeah.
We have to come out of our comfort zone. We have to allow ourselves to be different. We have to allow ourselves to behave differently than other people. To quit a job of $69,000 to in front of something that there was nothing in front of me, but I knew at that moment this is what I had to do. Well, I did it because I had this awareness, this knowing in me that this is what I had to do. And 4 years later, I'm so happy to have made that choice. It's like, yeah. And the thing is, I haven't made that alone. I haven't done that alone. I asked questions to the universe, and I've been guided. I had this support. The universe and our consciousness as our back. And when we ask questions and we follow that, there is like, 2 months after I left my job, I met Miles. And
everything was magical after that.
Yeah. Well, in a certain way, there was ease right there. There was ease. And that's the thing. Miles was, I knew I would meet a man that would be totally different than what I had, than all the men I met in the past, because all the men I met in the past, I knew that they didn't work for me. So I said, okay, so if I want to have a different relationship, I have to meet a different kind of man. So when I met Miles, I asked questions. If I choose to be in this relationship, what will my life be in 5 years? And if I don't choose this relationship, what will my life be in 5 years? And I still continue to ask this question today. And this is the same thing. When I asked this question, there was like big expansion. Now I'm going to do it, big expansion. And it's still there. So what if you want to come out of struggle, it's about choosing, asking questions to the universe, and trust your awareness that what you perceive, what you receive of the universe is the guidance that you have to follow. You can choose to follow. And what if and usually it's something that will be very light, or an expansion. There won't be no heaviness. There won't be no solidity, but just a possibility that is there. And in this reality, people function from the solidity, the pros and the cons. We see whatever is heavier is more solid, and people choose from that. But if you desire to come out of struggle, it's about choosing whatever is light for you. And at the beginning, well, for me, it was strange, weird, because I was not aware. I was not used to choose something from that space where it was light, where I could not hang up to anything. I could just allow myself to go there and don't have any point of attachment. So yeah, what if, so everywhere you desire to come out of struggle, but you want to bring struggle with you. But because what keeps us in struggle is the heaviness that we have in our life, the solidity, the contraction, and we want to bring this with us to try to find ease, because this is what we know. Will you now create and destroy at all times a godzillion?
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pot, on and shorts, boys and meows. Like bringing the security blanket of struggle with us as though it's going to help. I want to say also that what you did when you said you just jumped out of the nest, it's like you had to kick yourself out of the nest. There wasn't like something that was there. So it's like when we choose something different, we have to actually jump out of the nest and make that choice. It's not going to happen for us. And it's like one of the things, like when I get stuck, this is one of the access tools that is available. is making something infinite. So if like you're stuck in something and you don't know how to get out of it, or you believe you've caught up in some belief that some energy that you're into is yours and maybe doesn't belong to you, or something else that you're picking up on, or let's say there's some issue that's going on in your life, it's a financial issue or whatever. Let's say somebody, you owe a lot on a credit card or something and you need to get it paid off. The stress of that and the struggle with that idea of the burden of having that credit card debt or whatever that is creates so much restriction and so much density that it doesn't allow for another possibility. It doesn't allow for us to let the universe have our back. You know, it doesn't create any other possibility, because we're so focused on the thing, and we make it real, and we try to resolve it with our head and our thoughts and feelings and emotions and all that, that it doesn't allow for the universe to come in. And if we take that thing, whatever it is, it's credit card or whatever, and we just imagine that energy is expanding out. You can like think of it as just an object, and then it expands and gets bigger and bigger, and to the edges of the earth and then to the edges of the universe. It's like if you take a picture and you begin to expand it and enlarge it. Like a pixel is a good idea, or a good example. The pixels of a picture, you expand it and it just sort of separates, and there's space between the things, and all of a sudden it doesn't really have the same structure, it doesn't have the same look, it doesn't have the same power. Anything that we thought was the bad boogeyman now just dissolves. And now, will that make your credit card bill go away? No. But it's going to give you the connection more to, or the awareness of what the universe has to offer. It's going to create a space where you can ask a question. Okay, what is it that it's required of me to resolve this? What is it that I'm aware of that I'm not willing to acknowledge here that can create this with ease? And at that space, that's when we can move on. It's when we're in a space of expansion and being willing to receive. That's the space of ease and creating your life from that space. So everywhere that you're not willing to acknowledge the universe as the capacity of support and that has your back, will you destroy and uncreate all that time as Godzillion, please?
Yes, right and wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine shorts, bows and beyonds. And struggling is created when we're not aware.
Mm-hmm.
Struggling is created when we keep ourselves in our thoughts, feeling, emotion, because thoughts, feeling, and emotion are not awareness, are not consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that you hold on to in your life right now that keeps you struggling? Sometimes we have desires. Oh, I really desire this. I really desire this to be there. Ask question, if I desire this now, what will my life be in 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
If I hold on to this, what will my life be in 5 years? That I realize, that one of what creates struggle in my life, and when I desire something to be a certain way. When I function from my thoughts, my feeling or emotion. And what is your guide when you make a choice in your life? Is it your thoughts? Or is it your feeling or your emotion? Like you don't want to feel this way, or you don't want to be angry, or you, what is it? Is it that you don't want to live this in case of, going into conclusion? Well, this conclusion, decision, judgment, all of that, this is from your thought. This is from unconsciousness. So what if it's time for you to step out of here and all of that, the universe you function from,
Mm-hmm.
and allow yourself to begin to ask questions to the universe and receive because every time we ask a question to the universe, the question that we ask has an energy.
Yeah.
And the universe is there is always there, as we said before, to support us, he has our back. And sometimes we will receive the awareness when we're in a shower, when we are washing the dishes, when we're walking. It's about just becoming aware of all that. It's usually when we don't think about it that it will, or watching TV, as we had before in the past. So and how can we do this? Well, you can ask a question like, what would it take for me to begin to ask questions and to allow myself to receive from the universe? And everything that doesn't allow that will create and destroy at all times a godzillion.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket, on shorts, boys and yes. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting awareness about, like, if you're in the space to receive the awareness, it's like asking the questions to the universe. Like recently I've begun more following what I desire to do and really getting a lot of possibilities, like asking the universe, okay, universe, show me something today that can facilitate more of what I want to do with what I desire. Or, hey, universe, can you help me with finding another stream of income? Or, hey, universe, can you help me out with how can I create what I want to do today with ease? So asking those questions and then being open to what shows up. And it's not going to be the way that I think it should be or the way it might show. It's going to be something, it's like I might be reading something and then there's like a link to something else and it takes me to another page or something. And that was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. And that takes me on to a whole nother adventure and something that will give me like a piece or a nugget for something greater for my life. And that's how it works. It's like, and that has happened so much in the last few days because I've been more diligent about asking questions and willing to receive what's available. And I think that's how I just feel that's true for me. That's how it works for me. It's everywhere that you're not willing, everywhere that you don't believe that you can listen to what the universe says, everywhere that you believe that you're not in the right spiritual space, or you don't meditating enough, or your diet's not clean enough, or you don't say the right things, or you're not with the right person, or you don't have the right job, or you don't have enough free time to be able to receive from the universe, will you destroy and uncreate all of that BS times a godzillion.
Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pot, all nine shorts, bows and beyonds. Hey, should we do our little game?
It's going to be, I think it's too late.
It's too late. Let's do 2 minutes.
Okay, we'll do 2 minutes. So
let's do 2 minutes.
We've been going to the beach in the mornings and it's been amazing. And one little game that we've been playing is we'll take a subject. It could be anything. It could be like relationship. It can be like marriage. It can be money. It can be ease. It can be judgment, whatever it is. Yeah. And we'll just start naming out these points of view that we have about these judgments or things that we've heard. We may not necessarily believe them ourselves, but it's judgments or points of view that we've heard in this or other lifetimes, and it just brings up the energy, and then we clear it. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to do some on ease, and Edith, I guess you'll do some on whatever you want to do on.
I'll do on struggle. Well, okay, I'll go with struggle. Okay.
So ease is an excuse to do nothing, create nothing, and be passive.
So everything that is, will you create and destroy at all times a godzillion.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pocket, on shorts, boys and beyonds.
So struggling is a value, because the more I struggle, the more I am seen as someone who is courageous.
Everything that is, we destroyed and create all that times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket, on shorts, boys and beyonds. Ease is for spiritual people who meditate, do yoga, and don't really live in the real world.
So everything that is, will you create and destroy at all times a godzillion.
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pot, all nine shorts, bows and beyonds. Usually we take the same subject. It's just that.
Yeah, yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Struggling. Struggling is a way to get people's attention, to get people to get people caring, because sometimes struggling is the only way, it's the only universe where we'll allow ourselves to receive from others. Whoa. So
everything that is, we destroyed and uncreate all that times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket, on shorts, boys and beyonds. If I don't struggle, then the reward won't be of value.
So everything that is will you create and destroy at all times a Godzillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good, bad, pot, puck, all nine shorts, balls and beyonds. Struggling. Struggle. There is something fun in struggling.
Mm.
Okay. Let me go further. What is this? Yeah, there is some adrenaline. There is that kind of idea that I'm alive when I am in the adrenaline. Yeah.
So everything that is, we destroyed and uncreate all that time with Godzilla.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pocket, line, shorts, boys and beyonds. So you can take any topic that you want and just begin to just basically say the points of view that you have about that, or the points of view that you've heard about that, and just bring up the energy and then clear it. And it's amazing what comes with that. It's like it just opens up so much space and creates so much joy and fun from doing that. It's amazing how our conversations, how they go after that, after the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's really, there's so much ease, much more ease in our life. Yeah, of course, there is the fact to receive the contribution of the dolphin and the sea and all that. Ouch.
Close quarters.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm aware that, because for me, when I do this exercise with Miles, I become aware of things that, like, my body just allow. I discover things that, if that's the thing, we have to take the time for that.
Yeah.
If you want to have more ease in your life, are you ready to invest time in you, in your life, and to clear the stuff what is there? Just, well, you can do it by yourself, or if you have a friend that has the same kind, that knows access and is ready to create more ease in a certain level of their life or a subject, we invite you to do this, because it's very rewarding, and I like it.
Yes, it's really a great part of our day that I look forward to it every day. And it's this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Yep. It began just like a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for listening, and please give us a honk of support by subscribing, commenting, and sharing the show with your friends. Or, if you didn't like the show, please share it with your enemies.
Thanks, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Oh, I will go and turn off the computer.